she said is not true. Bishop, I found a way to be a bit taller. So if I reverse this, do not blame me. I'm vertically challenged. Probably I would walk around a little bit. For the sake of peace, yes, it's true, my name is Tami Banda, and yes, my grandfather is Malawian, so you're free to call me Gore Gore anytime. I don't get offended about it. I grew up in KwaZulu-Natal, so I came to Joburg when I was 13 and bumped to a petty principal in Alexandra who called me Likirman. So names have always been around me before xenophobia. I'm not ashamed of it, I'm very proud of it because, to be honest with you, I'm too Malawian to be Zulu and too Zulu to be Malawian because my grandmother was also a mix of an Indian and a Zulu person. So it's very hard to really find who I am. So in short, whenever someone calls me, I just say my name is Tam. No mister, no doctor, like you were trying to, Tam, that's all. And I'd like to appreciate the Bishop for allowing us to use this space, for allowing his time away from family. You know, I honor servants of God. I hope you are aware that this is not yet my time. Acknowledgements. I appreciate you, sir, highly. It's very inspiring to be in the presence of the servants of God. I'm where I am because of a man of God as well, to a certain degree. As a former street kid in Johannesburg, it's a story for another day. But I appreciate you, and may the grace that God gave you also cover us today and for the days to come. And we appreciate you, so let's put our hands together to the servant of God. Really, okay, so now to the issue at hand. Please forgive me, when I saw the topic, it was too scary, so I couldn't analyze it. I saw modern, I saw men, I saw challenge, I thought I can't. Because to be honest with you, as a father, I drive home sometimes, and when the gate opens, I'm excited to be away from the day that I had experienced. And when I'm about to park the car, when the door closes of the garage, before I open the door of my house, I also remember that the people inside think I have solutions. But when I look at the mirror, I see the 6-year-old boy who has always been me, who responds the same way I responded when I was 6. He thinks the same way I thought when I was 6. And that's the guy I see every day. And other people see a guy with a mixed gray and black beard. I see a 6-year-old boy. And I have that picture in my life. I do. When my mother gave me a picture that I can really, really remember in my life, it's a 6-year-old picture. And some of the memories are just 6-year-old. You can ask me about my standard 4 results. I don't remember them, but I can tell you about my sub-A because I was 6. Maybe let me remind you how often I remember 6. I have a second name. So when I was born, I was named Spusiso because my mother gave birth to me when she was alone, and she cut my own cord because her mother was a midwife, so she had taught them basics on a child when it's given birth. So my mother says when I was born, because I slipped through. When I was about to hit the wall, I turned around and I hit it with my left foot. So, and it's true, and she says she used the umbilical cord to pull the child back. And my grandmother had taught her that you measure from the tip of your middle finger to the center part to cut the cord. So she did that, and then she pexed me with a literal wooden pegs that black people had, not this plastic one you had in hospital, Nina. So she says, because I survived, and she survived, then she named me Spusiso. But because in those days we didn't have fancy preachers like Bishop, you needed to be in the preacher's place to get a birth certificate at least before you get to Home Affairs. So we didn't have that. So I was named Spusiso, and I was Spusiso for 3 days, until the person who can get me registered decided to call me Tamzak. So Spusiso is my original name that doesn't make it anywhere except on my signature because I believe I'm blessed. So I sign everything with Spusiso, but I allow people to call me Tamzak. So I went to school, and when I got to school, I'd always known my nickname, you know, Musabotaki. Yeah, so when I get there, then they say to my grandmother, because it was one of those schools that are in, when I say a farm, don't think a village, a white man's farm. Because my grandfather was a chef for the Hewlett family that used to do sugarcane plantation in KZN. Tongat to be